Welcome back. We're watching Jujutsu Kaisen, where the choice of how one's life unfolds is right before you. Should you be knocked down, what kind of decisions will you go to? Will you desire revenge? Will you want to turn people into literal pretzels? But before we see more amorphous blobs, I want to see what happens when a businessman goes into overtime. The fact that it seems as though he's running on on the limit that he's got. No. He just wants to go home. Oh, that's interesting. Actually limiting himself not just by, he's a businessman, but his ability itself, the fact is cutting him down. As long as at the 70% mark, anything can go snip. I bet cooking's pretty easy for him then. Just continuous chip damage would drain him out, but it'd be impressive if he manages it. This is neat. Going through the walls themselves. Just a massive collapse of everything. Maybe. If you could. He's done? I think he made his point clear. I mean, there's no need to make sure that your target is taken out. I think my already slight adoration for the character is only heightened after seeing that. No nonsense. Just also the idea that putting yourself at a disadvantage and announcing your powers, your skills, how they work, is actually beneficial. And of course, let's not forget that the rest of this episode, after businessman and this patchwork spirit, is seeing how far Junpei has fallen, if he can be redeemed. He hasn't done anything himself, but he was thinking about it. Also, is he going to find any more fingers to add to the collection and his power? Must have been your imagination. And I suppose having to carry that thing around because he didn't bring the cage along with him. Maybe you should have asked all these things beforehand. At least it didn't go straight into... Good to know that he was busy. But Also, he didn't go straight into... But where did he get that? Go straight to voicemail. Did he just happen to have a badge? Or did a sorcerer come across... Just go straight to it. Did he just put it in his pocket? Since he's just in training. Taking interest in the movie. Trying to get to know him a little better. Oh yeah, because being forced to watch all of the movies, of course you might come across it. Does he have a kindred spirit? Oh no. I mean, as a intro to a movie, I think I'd watch it. I like the little... After everything that we've seen, their little talk about the movies and just getting away from everything that's going on. Just sharing something like that. But also, if you go to the theatre and see something terrible, you've wasted your money and your time. Is that how you make friends now? Oh. Soon to be, maybe. He's very sure of himself, isn't he? To stop smoking. That's a start, but I guess... But... Get along well with the mother. I mean, he's not going to turn down dinner, is he? I think that's our answer. He will eat anything and everything. Quite the collapse. I didn't need it to grin, but... An easy way to reform his own body to get out of tight situations. Oh. Oh, shit. So I guess this battle is actually a net loss. I very much doubt that. While he's having lunch. And while he's stuck in traffic. No, you can't join as well. He's worrying, but... Blythe. Screw road traffic safety! He doesn't want to get shouted at. You might want to answer that. Start off. I'm sorry. It's not life-threatening. At least on the surface. He walked into that one. And the fact that he's caught his interest, to say the least, and like a child, is having fun experimenting to see what their limits are. Anyone and anything can be reshaped to his demand. What kind of story is this? It's a rare species. Delicious, though. Yeah, what's with the Tom Hanks movie? You haven't seen Castaway? It's quite a good movie, I guess. I've seen it at least a few times when I was younger. I wonder what he feels about this evening, having someone round his house, having fun with his mother. We're not being shown the dad, I guess. It's one of those. Smoking again. That's quite open-minded, especially for like a Japanese parent. I don't think I missed a single day of school when it wasn't absolutely necessary. Dying from pneumonia, necessary. My parents would not have allowed it. Yep, not dead yet, not been attacked. Junpei doesn't... It's a good movie. I mean, he asked, you don't want to lie or anything. Possibly. He hasn't really thought about it. They've all got their own circumstances. You could be a slippery slope. I think the sincerity of his answer there. And now that if Itadori's words are breaking through the barriers he put up for himself, Oh. Gross. This is only gonna end possibly badly. Also, for a Junpei that is just trying to start coming around, thinking about the idea of things. And did Junpei find her? And lying in the bedroom, no lower half, no blood. Some attempts were made to try and do something. Are they... The words from his grandfather won't allow him to stand by and not do anything, especially after watching the movies and getting friendly with Junpei. You're going to have to ease their suffering. I didn't think we'd be introduced to a character like his mother, who, while flawed, had her own perks and cared for her son, just for it to be taken away like that. I mean, it doesn't look like a bad jacket, to be fair. Is he trying to put the blame squarely on Itadori there? Dark and gloomy with plenty of money and free time. I mean, there's probably quite a few people like that, but... Oh, he looked at me. I had the same move kind of thought in my head as the teacher there. Ah, you made him stand out. And yet he's got a darkness to him. And there's a wavy thing outside. That only some can see. Well, this is going to be interesting. As an experiment to see if it works. So you can get in, you can't get out. Oh, wait a minute. Only those with weak chaos energy can get in. I mean, that's a good way to stopping anyone from major interfering. It would be... You know, I think to them, sacrificing a bit of power and whatnot on the finger to further their ideals when it comes to Sukuna. That's a small price. What's the plots and plans going on here? And why is the teacher there? Okay. Now that he has the thorough will to question. What was spreading there? It looked like an injection site. I mean, he is going to be angry about his mother. Let's not split hairs about that one. He's awakened some... do you think that's... yeah. Gonna help? Jellyfish. That would explain the sting and the quick... I mean, he's not alone. They've both suffered loss. I don't think quite the same, though. Itadori didn't have his grandfather bitten in half in front of him. Although there was almost the case back with his friends, were they, at the other school? But also with him now showing up, is he going to be able to get through to him? So this one had nothing to do with it. You may have your history, and also I wonder how all the other ones like Gojo or maybe even the very wary, scared supervisor would handle something like this. Excuse me? I'm just going... So there was no like actual preview thing, just another preview before the preview for the... But yes, find someone that is already suffering, the one that is easy to manipulate, and then reduce them even lower by getting rid of their few support measures like the mother. God damn. I mean, it's at least going easy to show you how quickly someone can fall from like being relatively borderline normal, suffering some heavy cases of bullying and whatnot, but then given the opportunity and a little push, see what they're capable of. But no one can have a happy a couple of hours at least, having friends round for a meal, watching movies, without something disastrous happening, as we've been shown. But also Junpei getting a bit of comeuppance over everyone there. Stopping the school, the teacher was in blissful ignorance. Or willful ignorance, maybe. Being shown the scars, being shown the consequences of him turning a blind eye. And then I think all of this, what happened in the second half, really maybe overshadowed the beginning, where really nice animation. A bit of a, not really power creep, but Nanami Kento showing his abilities. Now that he's off the clock, blowing up at the wall of the sewers, causing some devastation, cutting off a leg easily, and just leaving. And having characters that are accessible, fun, slightly against the grain, with his not really, it was not standoffish personality, just straight-laced, straight to the point. Get the job done, we're here to do a task, then go home. I think everything here really condenses into something that is just really quite pleasant, even with the people being transformed and the devastation and no one really being safe at any one time. It makes me wonder what's in store further on ahead. Who's expendable? For the story, at least. And when the two sides of, Itadori, the school and the other students, when they come back and clash, things are going to be different because he's been gone a while and he's had a bit of a power surge. Especially with, I'm guessing, an extra finger he will be having soon. And Gojo might have to step in with these 2 cursed spirits or 1 magician sorcerer, causing a lot of trouble. And also considering the weak cursed energy that has been let through the veil. How's it going to be lifted? What's he going to do? I'm interested to find out. Hopefully you are too. If you've enjoyed this episode, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Hopefully enjoy your own movies with friends. I remember watching a lot of horror slasher flicks. You can't say they're particularly good, but you usually watch them because you're just how terrible a lot of them are. B-movies of that kind of corny, cheesy terribleness that is just quite nice to watch sometimes. But get yourselves a bit of rest, and I will see you in the next one. While I better not catch any of you inviting yourselves around my house to have dinner and watch movies, the fact that we can do so on my channel is pretty damn good. And really, I need to thank Noku, Raywin, Sal, Arthea, Kite, Shiwan, Mats, Gurley, Cardboard, Mega42, Dark Shadow 7899, Akane, Toddy Jane, Wadi Said, and everyone else for making our fun little hobby a reality. And no fear of immediate demise or bifurcation, which is definitely a plus.